the key of realm, the key of vow, the key of dedication, the key of purification. The key of powers is the fifth of the 7 keys of influence, as introduced in Keys of Magic Video 82. The ability of the magician to make connection with other beings and to induce precision change are not fuzzy generalities. The connections, communications, and inducements are effected through specific channels, namely channels of and within the practitioner's body/energy system. Let us review and integrate what we know so far regarding the key of powers. A magician uses their powers to channel and direct power that is freely available in the universe. Powers of the magician are concrete magical conditions from or within the magician's body that may be developed and that may be directed within given formulas. Thus, powers natural to the human become practiced to precision by the magician. The powers of a magician are channeled into the earth. Changes are made within earth for enjoyment and service. A list of powers that have thus far been initiated within the novice are the power of the eye, the power of the hand, the power of the voice, and the power of stance. Practice care for your channels of power. That is, care for the eye and the hand and the voice. Allow them to rest when not wielding. The true nature of the magician influences the true nature of others. Frequency within the magician's body influences the frequency of others' bodies. The elements that make up the magician's body influence the elements of other bodies, and so forth. The magician is understood to live certain archetypal embodiments that are crucial threads within the overall archetypal position and curriculum of the magician. These embodiments are both revelations to the individual walking the path, as well as services given to those around them. A list of embodiments within the magician archetype that have been introduced thus far to the novice are Master of Influence, Guardian and Gardener of Earth, Undeceived Deceiver, Continuation of the King's Heart, Precision with Power, Caller of Appearance, a Communicator and Knowledge Holder, the Observer and Listener, Master Artisan, the Trustworthy One, Master of Elements, Creator of World. The following is regarding the power of the eye. The magician is the observer. The magician no longer sees by default, but by practice. Observation is a constant state for the magician, a neutrality. The way a human sees the world amounts to their level of deception or of being undeceived. The magician comprehends both illusion and true nature, and doesn't mix up the two. The magician draws in, receives, holds through the eye. The magician is a witness for the myriad of magical conversations constantly taking place within the web of life. The eye means the capacity and development of the body eye, The eye also bespeaks of how the magician understands and interprets what is received from the intake of the signal of light, i.e. illusion. This may be termed the inner eye. The magician has the clear sight that appearances are emergences of life force through the filter or mask of light, the combination of element, and other property spectrums. In other words, the magician is undeceived by appearances. The magician understands that the ability to see an appearance is actually the ability to see the conditions that allow for the appearance. The magician sees differently than other humans. Those who choose to dedicate to the magician's path choose to practice the seeing of pattern. Awareness and curiosity of patterns surrounding one are valued and investigated and perhaps experimented with. Learning is sought and applied about what differences in pattern result in differences in appearance or experience, so that greater precision is cultivated and enjoyed. A practice is to unhook interpretation and internal dialogue from what is seen and simply intake the sight of the appearance as a pattern or set of conditions, a generated image. A practice is to allow the eyes and other senses to rest. The neutral and attentive gathering through other senses may be loosely gathered under the heading of sight. For example, the magician hears. Regarding the power of the hand is an instrument of inducing change. There is both the ability to receive and the ability to direct outward in the hand as well as in the eye. The eye and the hand often work together in order to create world. Many magical arts require the use of eye and hand. Regarding the power of voice, the magical conversation is the mechanism of magic. The mechanism of conversation and communication centers the voice. The voice may include actual sound from the throat, but a broader understanding of voice is the carriage outward from within the magician any and all necessary or desired energy, power, and message that induces change. Regarding the stance of the magician's stance is tall but not rigid. It is flexible but not dissolute. To come into this stance, the magician combines the stances of previous archetypal embodiments, the stance of the king balanced by the stance of the fool. Stand as a child of the Mother Earth, plugging into your mother's life energy. Stance is a practice. The magician's stance allows their body to be a vessel and conduit of power held and directed. There is much more I will present regarding the magician's powers as we go along in the Keys of Magic series. As the magician develops their aspects, their personal magic within, they are then prepared by means of and through these aspects to communicate with and make the connection of knowledge with the magic of other beings. Magic to magic. We will integrate the key of knowledge in the next Keys of Magic video.